So now that we have an idea of how batteries work and how they might be useful for this reaction that we want to do, let's move on and prepare to run our experiment. I'll pause here again to make sure that we're filling out our worksheet up to this point. Now that we finally have the necessary background in place and a hypothesis to test, we can finally set up our experiment. Before doing any science experiment, it's vital that we consider possible hazards in our setup. This ensures that what we're doing is safe. Since batteries do provide electrical energy, they can pose a risk of electric shock. To avoid this, try not to touch both terminals of the battery at once. However, it's important to note that the amount of electricity produced by a 9-volt battery is not enough to be extremely dangerous. Another important note is that batteries can sometimes leak, and it's important to avoid contact with any leaking batteries. If your battery is leaking, let us know immediately. We should also minimize contact with any chemicals that we handle. This means avoiding consumption of our solution or ingestion of our solution, as well as the salt that we're dissolving in our water. Again, the chemicals that we're using today are not incredibly dangerous, though any compound in an experiment should be handled with caution. Finally, let's move on and check that we make sure that we have all of the materials that we need. So first, you need your worksheet that you've been working on so far. You need this sheet here, which explains how to set it up in words, how to set up our experiment. And then finally, we need the materials for running our experiment. This includes 2 colorless plastic cups, 1 large and 1 small, 2 plastic syringes, scissors, 2 flat metal thumbtacks, Epsom salt, water, a 9-volt battery, cardboard, a marker, and a sharpened pencil.